feel very privileged and proud to be in August company of some celebrated managers, management experts, crisis management experts, and of course planning commission expert. Probably that may come with another name now, but planning commission is a planning commission after all. To introduce myself, basically, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon first. I'm a mechanical engineer by my origin, but then I went for industrial engineering and operations research, doing post-graduation, and now I'm in IT, probably square peg in a round hole, but nonetheless the days we did our engineering, the computer engineering was not a subject at all. So I basically started working in RCF way back when the company was newly born. In 1979 I started working there as an industrial engineer, worked as an industrial engineer, project manager, etc. for more than 22 years, 24 years. Then I landed into IT department because of my interest in some online system design and implementation of road dispatch, rail dispatch system in RCF, which was in those days quite new. So I've been working in this department as head of IT and CIO for almost 10 years. About RCF, this part of geography people don't know much maybe. Of course, Mr. Waklu made a reference to RCF in the morning, Rusty Chemicals and Fertilizers, as an explosive manufacturer, which is to some extent true. Besides the fertilizers, we also manufacture some explosives, which is transported throughout the country, and now it is monitored very closely, as he mentioned about the consultancy he has provided. And for that we have provided the necessary IT inputs of laptops and dongles and all those things, so that they can monitor continuously and nothing gets diverted to any unknown and undesired destinations. RCF is a mini Ratna company aiming to achieve the status of Navaratna very soon, which I am sure it will get. I am very proud to be working in a company which has been making profits for last 35 years. I do have my presentation. Let me see whether I can adjust it or. Actually, the public sectors were basically set up for inclusive growth only, as I presume and as I understand. What we call as Sarvajan Hitaya, Sarvajan Sukhaya, whatever it is, for growth of all, prosperity of all, etc. But somehow, after the privatization and globalization type of concepts started in 91, 92, it got lost somewhere else and we got into competitiveness. So I've been working in this organization for 35 years. I've seen IT scenario changing in this organization from the days of IBM. As you know, 1401 they used to call mainframe computers of IBM, which they left in India before they ran away, to the days of other IBM series we have now as servers. In the meantime, a lot of things have changed. The public inclusion of people for overall growth and all that was forgotten in between for some time, came back very vehemently with PCs and PCOs days that I call. The first revolution IT truly in India was the PC, introduction of PCs and PCOs. That the communication and the computation both started. The second wave came when the internet came in 94, 95. And the third wave, which has been the most striking effect, is the mobile. And in fact, the most important aspect of that mobile is the missed call. You will find most of the companies now advertising like this. In case there's snow and all, you give a missed call and they will respond whatever it is. It doesn't cost you any money now. Of course, when the mobile system is started, it was costing a lot. But now this missed call doesn't cost. So our servants, the drivers and all, they carry the mobiles. We tell them to give a missed call. And then we respond. Because we can afford it, probably they cannot afford, whatever it is. And with this missed call and mobiles, now we have started taking into our fold a lot of our users who are farmers, rural base. A lot of farmers are there who want to know so many things. Until a few years back, they didn't have mobiles, they didn't have communication system, but now everybody, I think almost any person having a few acres of land is having a mobile phone. Now they contact our toll-free number, which we have got some service call centers where they can contact, again they can have queries and they are responded to with proper answers by the experts who are sitting there. They ask about fertilizer usage, they ask about the rain forecast, monsoon, the type of soil they have. Because another field we have got is the soil testing laboratories. We have got certain mobile testing laboratories and some station laboratories where we take the samples of soil, test it, then there is a program, again with the help of IT department, we have developed a program where the program is run and depending on the contents of the soil, probably they decided what should be the crop, when it should be sown, what should be the fertilizer composition, what should be the pesticide that should be used, what kind of rain it requires, etc. etc. But with the competitiveness with private sectors and all, which started 20 years back, it has been now rather fight for survival. Everybody is fighting for survival. And one thing I find that nobody can now survive without extensive use of IT. Whether you want to improve people, whether you want to improve your processes, whether you want to improve your productivity, production, sales, dispatch, anything. So that's why I don't want to show my slides, which is basically about ERP and the IT infrastructure that we have developed. Behind this help that we provide to the farmers, the rural farmers, which probably were deprived of earlier. Now, I got the recent statistics, there were some 4,000 calls in the month of July, mainly related to rains, the soil condition, the sowing type of crop they should sow and all those things. And similarly, the soil testing results we found, they have tested thousands and thousands of samples all over India. They have been advising them to go in a particular way of sowing, because we have our own experts also in agriculture field who give them advice depending on the contents of the soil. So I won't go into details of the business processes that we are following with IT, because I'm basically involved in IT field as a rather, I humbly say, as an ERP expert, because I introduced ERP in RCF. Though earlier I had implemented non-ERP system which was developed in-house, we implemented ERP. We are running SAP with most of the modules in that. Our hospital system is computerized. We have, for security, we have got now a CCTV based surveillance system. And you will probably hear from Mr. Deepak Srivastava of Mahanadi Coalfields. We have also implemented the system they are following for procurement, the e-procurement system. We got inspired by their implementation. We also implemented the same system. It's very useful, very transparent, and really, I mean, it helps even the small and medium scale suppliers and manufacturers. Now we are used to addressing the concerns of all the stakeholders in the organization. Very beginning we had the habit of calling only the employees and the owners as the stakeholders. Then we started later including the customers and the vendors and the suppliers as stakeholders. But now we realize, particularly being a chemical manufacturing company, we realize that the entire population around the organization, entire nation, because we are giving fertilizers, we are giving pesticides and all those things, we are responsible to all the people, so they are to be included in the process. We have got some farmer training centers also, one at our Alibag plant and one at Nagpur, where we have provided hostel facility. The farmers go there, they stay there for some time, they are trained about certain aspects of harvesting, agriculture, farming and all those things. So that is how we are carrying out, of course, the CR activity, as we know that as a corporate governance part, we have to spend some part in CSR, so we are doing that. We are providing certain things like mid-time meals to some of the schools in around RCA, and that is done through ISKCON Society. We have got portals where we get feedback from people, we get complaints also. And for that we have made a portal. Only thing is the person who complains, he has to give his mobile number and email ID if he has, and then it is recorded and it is looked into. In fact, some of the complaints go to the vigilance department, and there they scrutinize the complaints, the nature of complaints and all those things. We have got portals where the vendors can see whatever is the status of their payments or the material, receipt of materials and all those things. Same thing we have got for customers. They can see when they have ordered for material, when they are getting the material, where it is dispatched, when they are likely to get all those things. We have got very elaborate structure. We have got our own data center, we have got network all over India, we have got our own virtual private network through which the marketing offices, they connect to RCF. And we have got a disaster recovery center, all those things. It's all part of IT. I will not go into all of this, but I can only say that we have tried to make it inclusive. We are trying to include all the stakeholders, where we include the farmers and the society around people, so that they do. And for that, we are trying to make our organization sustainable economically, financially, technologically, socially and environmentally. I think with this I would like to close. Thank you very much for the presentation.